Hello, my name is Dale Harley, president of Harley House Consultants, Inc., and author of two books, The Business of Relationships and The Six Relationships of Highly Effective Organizations. Welcome to our 5-minute tutorial on employee relations. This tutorial is part two of our 6-part series on effectively managing key stakeholder relationships. Employee relations is one relationship that most organizations focus on, though there is some confusion as to who is responsible for employee relations, particularly in public sector organizations. Employee relations involves practices that impact the management and regulation of relationships between the organization, individual staff members, and groups of individuals within an organization. Many organizations experience challenges in attracting and retaining qualified employees. In both the public and private sectors, there is fierce competition for qualified employees at all levels. Within public institutions, where there typically exists a branch responsible for human resources, program managers frequently are of the impression that employee relations is not a relationship that they must concern themselves with. While program managers are not responsible for government or departmental-wide employee policies and pay scales, they are still responsible for the day-to-day functioning of their programs, which are significantly impacted by the actions and interactions of their management and staff. It is important to remember that when employees are engaged, informed, and happy, they are your very best ambassadors. Frontline employees are the ones who interact with the organization's existing and potential clients every day. They are ultimately the ones who communicate the values and culture of the organization to the various stakeholders. All managers are responsible for building healthy teams and creating organizational clarity. Where there are inconsistencies in understanding of the direction and priorities of the organization, a strategic roadmap is required that addresses the following 4 questions. Where are we now? Where do we want to be? How will we get there? And how will we know if we're getting there? To answer the question, where are we now, you must understand the people that work for you and the environment these people work in. One of the most effective ways to enhance this understanding is through in-depth interviews, employee focus groups, and surveys. In addition, use of psychological profile tools such as Myers-Briggs helps teams understand themselves and each other. Creating organizational clarity helps answer the question, where do we want to be? The organization's core purpose defines what greater purpose we are all called to. This is a set of fundamental reasons for the organization's existence. It is meant to guide and inspire, not to differentiate. Values identify the traits that are inherent and important to our organization. These are the few qualities that are uniquely inherent to our organization and must be maintained at all costs. The business definition describes specifically what the organization does. It is intended to provide a simple statement of what products and services the organization provides to customers and clients. It describes what an organization does to realize its core purpose. Finally, thematic goals pinpoint what the organization is trying to accomplish. They define what the organization must focus on during the next year to achieve its core purpose. So how will we get there? Not only do you need to build a roadmap to get where you want to be, but you need to constantly review that roadmap and track your progress to stay on track. The best way to do this is institute a series of daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly meetings to guide your journey. It also helps to adopt solid HR practices such as promoting training, work-life balance, and MBWA. Finally, how will we know if we are getting there? Track HR indicators such as turnover and vacant positions. Perform analysis on benchmarks and trends. Use management and employee surveys to measure if you are making progress towards where you want to be. To help organizations maximize the effectiveness of their employee relations efforts, Harley House Consultants has developed a simple checklist. For example, Do your employee relations efforts help employees reach their full potential to the benefit of the organization? Are communications at all levels of the organization open, honest, and direct? Do you trust your employees? Make use of this guide to conduct your own self-assessment. To assist our clients manage their stakeholder relationships, we have developed a series of resources. Our virtual Managing Stakeholder Relationships course examines how to assess, build, and rehabilitate the key relationships that impact every organization. In addition to the course manual, participants will also receive a complimentary copy of the 6 relationships. Thank you for watching this brief video. Please go to Chapters Indigo to order your copy of the 6 relationships of highly effective organizations. To learn more, to download a free PDF working draft of the 6 relationships, or to watch 6 brief tutorials on each of the key relationships, please go to harleyhouse.com. You could also contact me directly at 613-882-5684 or Dale at harleyhouse.com. Thank you.